So everybody knows who Konami is. They make tons and tons of really kick-ass franchises. You have Castlevania, Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill, Contra, Suikoden. The list goes on. They seriously make a lot of really awesome games. But the thing is, not every single thing that they do is going to be absolutely grade A, perfect, awesome stuff. It's not going to be all shiny and happy. Sometimes it's actually just a big, wet fucking turd, and it's just right on your face. So, this is my video all about that. See, if you make something really awesome and everybody enjoys it, then you have to continue to make that really awesome to keep everybody happy. When you fuck it up, you then get rage. And with that, you don't want nerd rage. Nerd rage is like the worst kind of rage because it's like this little recluse person who's just coming out of nowhere and going, I'm not gonna buy your games anymore if you ever do this and this and this and this and this and this and this again. Though I'm not that bad, but still, I think that there are some things that you guys should completely avoid doing, and there's some things I really wish that you would do, like bring certain game franchises back from the dead, so to speak. 16-bit era, mostly. So, this is my video for you, Konami. I hope you guys are out there listening. Castlevania. The whip-wielding Belmont's going around beating the living shit out of Dracula. For years and years and years, this has been the mainstay in the series, and it won't ever change. And you would think after doing it for so many years it would get boring, and it didn't. Then came along Symphony of Night, which just made the series a billion times better. One of the best games I've ever played to date. One of the most addictive, one of the most challenging in a lot of ways. It was just overall really fun. But there's something kind of odd about it. Considering that it's the best-selling Castlevania in the series, one of Konami's biggest franchises, no sequel. Why would you not want to make a sequel to something that everybody's requested? I mean, we had all the Game Boy Advance games and all the DS games have similar gameplay styles, so it's not like the gameplay style is something to be in question. And the characters have shown up in future installments of the series, yet, what, no sequel? So your best-selling game doesn't deserve a sequel? Your fans request it all the time. Don't they deserve it? I mean, that to me doesn't make any sense. It's like, okay, you have tons of people, thousands, millions, who are like, here's a whole bunch of money, we just want this game, and they're like, nah, that's, nah, not interested. Fuck off. Go on, get, shoo. We'll make it when we feel like it. Doesn't make any sense to me, at all. So, why don't you give everybody what they want? Another Symphony of Night, done on a current system. Can you imagine something that looked like, I don't know, like the Guilty Gear games, or Muramasa Demon Blade, or Odin Sphere or something, and it was Castlevania? That would be fucking epic. I can just imagine all of it, but I don't have it. That's the only thing. I could just make the blueprints for it, they just go to work on it, and a couple million would be sold in it, and everybody would be happy. But we don't have that. I just don't understand. Please make a Symphony of Night sequel. Like so many other fans who have begged you, just do it. Quit fucking around making other stuff. Don't make another million Metal Gear Solids. Take your time with them. Make another Symphony of Night. We deserve it. You know, speaking of Castlevania, as much as I would love to have a Symphony of Night sequel, there's one thing I wouldn't love to have. Another Castlevania Judgment game. So, I was really psyched up for it, truth be told. I was like, wow, there's a lot of potential for this. I mean, the way that they described the gameplay was going to be something similar to Power Stone, and I love Power Stone, both of them. They're really kick-ass games. It's just so fun running around on all the stages, picking up weapons, shooting the shit out of each other, and interacting with the environment and stuff. But it wasn't anything like that. It was like playing Castlevania 64, but with even worse character designs. I don't know who decided to make Alucard look like he came straight out of fucking, like, Evangelion or Xenosaga, but don't do that ever again. It was horrible looking. And Maria was like a little girl, like a tiny little tot running around with a Sailor Moon type outfit, and it was just like, what the fuck are you doing? Why would you even do this? The control was shit, the camera was even worse. I just didn't understand it. It was like, here's a bunch of potential, questionable potential, mind you, because a lot of people didn't think it'd be possible, and boy were they right. But they took all that potential and proved everyone that they were right. It sucked, and just slammed into a wall. So if you plan on making a sequel, do everybody a favor, do it right, and don't fuck it up. And please don't, no more waggling the fucking Wiimote everywhere until we get carpal tunnel. Don't really need that ever again. No. Bad Konami. Bad. Here's another one of my biggest gripes I've had with Konami, and I've had it since it came out on PS2. Chances are you already know what this is. Metal Gear Solid 2's Raiden. Yeah, halfway through the game, we get to stop playing as Snake and get to play as Raiden. Now, this wouldn't be so bad, but I see Metal Gear Solid 2, especially when you come off of Metal Gear Solid 1 and you go into its sequel. You're expecting to play as Solid Snake. No. You get to play as Raiden. And then it becomes a melodramatic love story at certain points. Okay, well, I'll just try to ignore that, and then he starts whining and crying. Oh, Raiden. There's no place for that at all. I mean, I wish that Snake would have just came up and BANG! And that would have been it. Because there would have been no Otacon going, Raiden! Raiden's dead! Yay! That's probably how it would have went. So, my big issue is, why are you still pushing him on us? You, Hideo Kojima. You're part of Konami, so you're part of my rant now. Why do you really want to force him onto us? I mean, you saw what a fuck-up he was in Part 2, so in Metal Gear Solid 4, you tried making him more badass. Truth be told, he was cooler. But first impressions are everlasting. My first impression of him was that he was a cock-smoking asshole, and I hated him a lot. Didn't want him around, still don't want him around, because you're just making Snake old and you're trying to kill him. Don't do that. Nobody wants Solid Snake to go away. That's like saying, okay, well, Mario's been around for a really long time. I think he's getting old. We should say his Alzheimer's and forgets how to jump on Goombas and replace him with somebody else. And then all of a sudden we have a little retarded mascot suddenly taking Mario's place. Who would want that in a Super Mario game? No one. So now we're playing a Metal Gear Solid game when they're trying to get rid of Solid Snake. That just doesn't add up. See, it wouldn't be such a bad thing if we had started the franchise with both characters and played as both of them. Sure, we would pick our favorites, but it's not like you're really replacing Snake. Now it really is like you're trying to replace him. Slowly, mind you. But still trying to replace him. So, don't do that. Give Raiden his own game. I would be just dandy with that. Make Snake young again. You can do it. You have the power. All you have to do is write something ridiculous into a story like Fox disappeared suddenly out of his system because he drank enough orange juice. I would be delighted. I'd be so happy. Yay! Says Bill. That's what would happen. I would be fucking happy. And you know what? I wouldn't be alone. Tons of other people would be happy too. So why can't you do this? Do it. Quit fucking around. Quit trying to get rid of him. Nobody wants that. We enjoy playing as him. We enjoy beating the shit out of Nintendo characters as him because that's awesome. So let us sneak around in boxes and choke people out as Solid Snake for years to come.